Imagine being able to recognize evil just by looking at someone's face. A man so trustworthy that even the great Caliph Umar relied on his insight. A warrior who infiltrated enemy lines in complete darkness, outsmarting his foes with sheer intelligence. This is the story of Hudhaifa Ibn Al-Yamman, a Sahabi unlike any other. And if that wasn't enough, we will also dive into the life of another extraordinary Sahabi, Abu Ubaidah Ibn Jarrah, the man whom Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, himself declared as the most trustworthy of this Ummah. Stay with us as we uncover the powerful stories of these legendary companions. Their tales will leave you inspired and in awe of their unwavering faith, courage, and wisdom. Hudhaifa Ibn Al-Yamman was no ordinary Sahabi. He was known for his sharp mind, his ability to detect deception, and his unwavering commitment to truth. When he was appointed as the governor of Madin, people rushed to welcome him, expecting a ruler of grandeur. But what they found was a humble man who gave them a chilling warning: beware of sedition. What did he mean? He explained that one of the greatest dangers lay in the presence of rulers. When people flatter them falsely and blindly obey, without questioning right or wrong. Hudhaifa despised hypocrisy and deceit, and he lived by this principle all his life. Unlike most Sahabas who asked the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, about good, Hudhaifa asked about evil. Why? Because he feared being overtaken by it. He wanted to recognize it before it could harm him or others. His wisdom was so valuable that even Caliph Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, sought his advice when choosing leaders. But Hudhaifa's true test of character came in one of the most tragic moments of his life, the Battle of Uhud. In the chaos of war, his own father was mistakenly killed by fellow Muslims. How did he respond? With nothing but forgiveness. He even refused the blood money offered by the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, and instead gave it as charity. This act of immense patience and sacrifice left the Sahabas in awe. And then came the Battle of Khandaq, trench, a night so dark and terrifying that the howling winds could uproot mountains. The Muslim army was exhausted, starving, and on the verge of collapse. The enemy surrounded Medina, and someone had to infiltrate their camp to gather intelligence. No one volunteered, so the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, personally chose Hudhaifa. Cold, hungry, and weak, he sneaked into the enemy's ranks, using his intelligence to remain undetected. When Abu Sufyan, the leader of the Quraysh, ordered his men to verify each other's identities, Hudhaifa acted fast. He asked the soldier next to him his name before the soldier could question him. A brilliant move that ensured his survival and the mission's success. His bravery and strategic mind were later instrumental in the Muslim victories in Iraq, where his leadership led to the downfall of the Persian Empire. Hudhaifa Ibn Al-Yamman's legacy is a testament to wisdom, patience, and heroism, a true warrior of faith. Now, let's turn to another legend, Abu Ubaidah Ibn Jarrah. The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, once said, "In every nation there exists a man worthy of all trust, and the trustworthy of this nation is Abu Ubaidah Ibn Jarrah." His journey began when he accepted Islam at the hands of Abu Bakr. May Allah be pleased with him. From then on, he never wavered in his faith, fighting alongside the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, in every battle. His most defining moment came during the Battle of Uhud, when the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, was struck with an arrow. 2 rings of his armor became embedded in his blessed face. Blood poured from his wounds, and the pain was unbearable. Abu Ubaidah rushed to his side. Determined to help, he used his own teeth to pull out the metal, losing his front teeth in the process. His love and sacrifice for the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, were unmatched. Another test of his endurance came in the Battle of Khandaq, the struggle. Sent on an expedition with minimal supplies, his men survived on a single bag of dates. When those ran out, they chewed on leaves just to stay alive. But their faith never wavered. They pushed forward, completing their mission with unwavering dedication. Abu Ubaidah's integrity extended beyond the battlefield. When he was appointed as the governor of Syria, Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, visited him. Expecting to see a grand residence, Umar was shocked to find nothing but a sword, a saddlebag, and a shield in his home. When asked why he had no furniture, Abu Ubaidah simply replied that he had everything he needed. Even as he lay on his deathbed, he remained selfless and humble. The news of his passing shook the Ummah, and Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, mourned, saying, "If I were to make a wish, I would have wished for a house full of men, just like Abu Ubaidah." His legacy was one of trust, sacrifice, and humility. The lives of Hudhaifa Ibn Al-Yamman and Abu Ubaidah Ibn Jarrah hold powerful lessons for us today. Wisdom and discernment. Like Hudhaifa, we must recognize both good and evil to navigate life wisely. Unshakable trust and humility. Like Abu Ubaidah, we must remain steadfast no matter how high we rise in status. Selflessness and sacrifice. Both of these great Sahabas showed us that true greatness lies in serving others, not in seeking personal gain. These men weren't just warriors. They were pillars of faith, shining examples of courage and devotion. Their stories continue to inspire us centuries later. If you found these stories powerful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible Sahaba stories. May Allah guide us to follow in their footsteps